is it that I want? Is it money?
Maybe fame. Or status, perhaps.
Or maybe just to express myself creatively and live a peaceful life.
Difficult to tell, really. I mean, have I consciously thought about what I want, or have I been influenced into what I should want? But if there's something I do know, it's that whenever I'm in need of some mental clarity, getting outdoors in whatever way always seems to get the job done. And what am I doing right now, you might say? I'll show you.
Finding these is what I'm doing. And this here is another of the many abandoned houses that are hidden in these mountains and that were once the home of people a lot tougher than us.
I mean, imagine living all the way up here. Imagine building here. Imagine bloody getting all this stuff here.
Not too bad, eh? I try not to romanticize this life because I bet it was a real hard life, but I can't help to think that we might have been tricked into this idea that there's like this big prize waiting for all of us if we work hard enough, if we make enough money, if we become someone in society, when maybe the big prize might just be being able to experience life in a way that feels right to you, you know, whichever way that may be.
But there is one house in particular that is really special because of the spot it's in, and that's the one I want to find. But for that, I have to go deeper into these mountains.
Right, so I think we got it. There it is, the house I'm looking for. It's absolutely in the middle of bloody nowhere. But getting to it is another thing now. The house is there, but I'm all the way here.
Well, here we are. It's taken around about 8 hours. Pretty nuts, but what a spot, eh? Crazy.
As you can see, it's all starting to fall apart, you know. Got rocks inside of here. Don't know from where. I suppose there was a wall here or something. Some goat crap. Suppose they come in here to be nice and cozy. How on earth did they bring this up here? Suppose they put it together here, but then this other part of the house. Whoa, a massive wardrobe. What? How did they get this up here? There's no way somebody carried this up here. There's absolutely no way.
I don't really know that much about this place, really. I know that all these houses we saw there used to be families of shepherds that used to live here. They had the animals around the mountains, and they also grew some stuff. But I suppose that with the old age or death of the last shepherds, nobody really wants to carry on with this life. It's a very hard life. Or maybe it doesn't make sense to do it anymore, I don't know. But it's kind of sad to see these places just fade away, right? I always get a strange feeling when I'm in places like this, thinking about how people must have lived their lives here. because it's not more than 50 years that people were really going on about their business here, and how quickly things change is unbelievable. I mean, imagine trying to explain to them that nowadays people are addicted to a screen that makes them feel like shit, probably get thrown off the cliff. Is right, you walk out of your main door and this is what you see. Not too bad. Even though this place is pretty cozy, I'm not going to spend the night here. I've got about an hour and a half of light left, and I'm going to try and find the coolest camp spot. I'm not sure if it's even going to be possible, don't know if I'm even going to get there, but let's go. The door. Well, that didn't really go to plan. My idea was to sleep at the top of there. But as I was halfway up, it was starting to get a bit too crazy. It was like literally climbing, and with this massive bag that weighs a ton because I've got loads of water in it, it wasn't a good idea. So I kind of did a bit of risk assessment, risk management, and decided to not go up on my own. You know, it wasn't the most clever thing to do. But what I wanted to tell you is that I wanted to sleep at the top of that because it isn't just a regular mountain. It's under investigation because they thought it to be a very old fortress of the Aborigines of these islands. And apparently there was a really big battle fought here where the Spanish army was defeated. It's quite fucking cool, eh? Right, dinner time, I think. Sometimes I wonder if the lives that these people had, the ones that lived in the house we saw, maybe that was peak human existence. A simple life, a hard life, but you know, taking it day by day, every day outdoors, in a place that looks like this. Maybe we got it all wrong. Maybe we're not going for the better. Today I just feel completely overrun with information, comparisons, possibilities. Oh, steady. Yeah, and everyone just seems to be going every direction and just constantly chasing. And what's worse, what are we even chasing? Is it like real? What do I know? Not much, I suppose. Morning. Have I just woken up next to an old fortress? I don't know, maybe. I might have done. Regardless, it's pretty cool, huh? What is it that makes doing this stuff so special? I've just woken up on top of a big rock, cooking porridge, and after sleeping on the ground. I mean, it doesn't really get any more basic than that. I'm not sure if I'd like to do it every day, but for sure it puts things into perspective. It makes me feel like I'm here, like right now, instead of constantly being in my head about a future that I'll never reach because it's forever changing. It's always something else.
Right, breakfast done, everything packed. Time to get out of here. Theory, all the caves we see on the side of the mountain were thought to be part of the old fortress, and they actually think that that's where they buried most of the Spanish soldiers that died on the battle I talked about yesterday. And apparently all these caves were once connected, but with all the rockfall and the change of the mountain, probably only rappel down to them from the top. But still, it looks so cool. It looks like there's still a city here.
This is the end, beautiful friend.
If you've made it this far, you might be expecting a grand conclusion or finale, but the truth is I've got none of that, and I don't even think it's necessary. There's already enough people telling us what to want, and I don't intend on being another. What I can say is, deep down we all know what we want and what's important to us. All the noise makes us blind, but not deaf, and if you can hear, you'll probably realise it's closer than it seems.